Hey folks, welcome to my channel number pen. So there we have the problem on our screen. If f double dash of x equal to 12x minus 6 and f of 1 equals 30, f dash of 1 equals 5, find f of x, right? So what do we mean by f double dash of x? Our f double dash of x is nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. And what is that? D by dx of dy by dx, right? And this is equal to d by dx of f dashed of x, right? Because my f dashed of x is nothing but my dy by dx. I have been given my f double dashed of x, which is nothing but 12x minus 6, right? Now, looking at this expression, I know that I can solve for f dashed of x to start off with, right? So what is my f dashed of x? My f dashed of x is nothing but integral of 12x minus 6 dx, right? By now, I'm pretty much familiar how to solve for integral of these kinds of problems, right? I use the sum rule of integral, and I also know the corresponding integral formulas that I need to solve for this particular problem, right? So I have integral of 12x dx minus integral of 6 dx, right? So my first part, integral of 12x dx, is nothing but 12 times integral of x dx, which is x squared by 2, minus integral of 6 dx is nothing but 6 times integral of dx, which is 6x, right? I know that I have a scope to simplify this further. Do not forget your constant. So I know that I have my f dash of x now. My f dash of x is in terms of x, and I have a constant c, right? And we've been given f dash of 1 equals 5, drawing your attention to what we have been given in the beginning of the problem. Let me highlight it in, say, yellow, right? Now I can do something with this, right? What do I do? I basically I put my x equal to 1 in this particular equation, and I've been given f dash of 1 equals 5, which means my 6x squared minus 6x plus c equal to 5 is what I've been given. My 6x squared when x equal to 1 is 6, and 6x when x equal to 1 is also 6, plus c, which makes my c equal to 5, right? Which means my f dash of x is now solved. Let me write that down. I have figured out what is my c in the f dash of x. So let me write down my f dash of x, which is nothing but 6x squared minus 6x plus 5. And why is plus 5? Because I've solved for c, which is plus 5, right? Now I know my f dash of x, and then I've been asked to figure out what is my f of x, right? Now let me go to the next step. What do you mean by f dash of x? My f dash of x is nothing but dy by dx, right? So now I have my dy by dx, and I need to figure out what is my y. I know that my y is nothing but integral of the given expression. What we have, integral of 6x squared minus 6x plus 5, right? And I know that I can apply the sum rule of integral to solve this particular problem, and I'm pretty much familiar with the formulas that I need to apply to solve this particular problem, right? So let's take the first part of this function. Integral of 6x squared dx is nothing but 6 times integral of x squared dx, which is nothing but my x cubed by 3, right? I have minus 6x dx. Integral of x dx is nothing but x squared by 2. And then I have integral of 5 dx, which is nothing but 5x, right? And then I have my constant, right? I know that this can further be simplified, so let's write down our y in the next line. My y equals 6x cubed by 3 becomes 2x cubed. And then I have my 6x squared by 2 becomes 3x squared plus 5x plus c, right? So that's my y, but then my y has a constant c now, and we'll have to figure out what is that arbitrary constant. I go back to my question. I realize that I've been given f of 1 equals 30, right? So let me highlight that in a different color, say green. When my f of 1 equals 30, I substitute for 1, right? Let me substitute for 1 here. When my x equals 1, my 2x cubed becomes 2, my 3x squared becomes 3, my 5x becomes 5, plus c is equal to 30, which means that I have my c equal to 2 plus 2, 4, my c is 26, right? So that's how I solve for my c. Now I have my c with me. I know what is the final answer for this particular problem. 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 5x, and your c becomes plus 26, right? So there we have the answer for this particular problem. Let me highlight it in pink. I hope you found this content useful. Please do subscribe to my channel and support.